Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I just wanted to start off by showing you this new conditioner that I recently bought. I have become obsessed with. I curl my hair with it all the time. This is the Pond's Clarent B3 moisturizer that I use for my face, also with the L'Oreal Age Perfect Hydration Facial Oil. I like to mix those together, taking some of the lotion on my hand and putting a couple drops of the facial oil, mixing that together and putting that all over my face. Using the NYX Photo Loving Primer in Anti-Redness, because as you can see my face, I have some red spots, so I used that for the first time and I honestly liked it. It felt very soft on the skin. And moving on to brows, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the color medium brown. I usually start off my brows with a line underneath to outline it and start to fill in my brows with the color. Any blank spots that I have, just making it a little darker. Then using the spoolie, I like to always blend that out as I go. I also like to make a line at the top once I am done filling it in, and of course blending that out as I go. And using the It Cosmetics concealer brush in the number 212. Also using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Fair Neutral. I like to put that around my brows, cleaning any mistakes that I have made, making it look nice and sharp. Of course, as you could tell, I have red spots. I had a couple pimples coming out and some dark circles. So using the NYX color corrector, I take the salmon color and apply that under my eyes, and the green color on the red spots. I blend that out with a damp beauty blender, and now I'm going to move on to my face using the L'Oreal True Match in the number N3 and using the Morphe brush M43. I like to buff that into the skin, and using the damp beauty blender, I like to go over it, just make sure everything looks more natural and sheer. Then I realized that I should have started with my eyes, but it's all good. I use duct tape to apply that under my eyes, just so that when we do peel that off after all the shadow, it can be more easier to clean. So here, using the Too Faced Semi Sweet Chocolate Bar palette I'm gonna grab the color Nougat and apply that on my crease with that blending brush, blending that color on the crease all around. There is no need to be neat because that is what the tape is for. And using my favorite eyeshadow palette from Morphe, the 350, I will be grabbing that reddish orange color and that bright orange color and applying that to the crease. Mixing those two shades will just give the eye look a pop of color. Here, grabbing the Morphe times Kathleen Lights eyeshadow palette, grabbing that light purpley shade and applying that onto the crease. Later on, taking a blending brush with no additional product and just blending that through, making sure there are no harsh lines. Taking that darker plum color and popping that onto the crease, just so that we could give the crease more depth and making it much darker and deepening the color. Also going back again, of course, that blending brush and blending away any harsh lines. Blending, guys, blending is key. And going back with that Morphe brush and that darker plum color, I'm going to keep on applying it onto the crease until I feel the color is satisfying to the look that I am going for. And of course, every time I go back, always blending with that blending brush. Again, I lost that orange color, so with onto the Morphe 350 palette with the two orange colors, I'm gonna mix those together and reapply that onto the crease so that we don't lose that color. Using that same concealer brush that we used earlier before from It Cosmetics in 212, I'm going to be taking some concealer and carving out the crease, making sure that everything is nice and light and all winged it out as well. Using the Tarte Eye Jewels in the color White Gold, I am gonna line my crease with the glitter and making sure that after I apply that, I like to keep my eyes closed and fan it out. I like to do that just so that glitter won't get on my lid. And also what you saw before was that I set that concealer that I used to do the cut crease in the color. I used the shade Nougat from the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar just to set the concealer that we used on the eyes. Of course, now it's time to take off the duct tape. I swear it's the best feeling in the world. And taking that Morphe M439 brush and wiping it where the duct tape was, just so that we can blend the foundation out that we had before. Using the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the color Creamy Ivory, I like to apply that in the high points of the face, like under my eyes, the Cupid's bow, chin, forehead, and blending that out with a damp beauty blender. Using the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Soft Light and using the brush M438 to apply that where we used that concealer. Then using another Morphe brush in, I don't remember the number to be honest, but using the colors Toffee and Sculpt from the contour palette, we're gonna use that on the cheeks, foreheads, and also our jawline. And using an e.l.f. powder brush, I'm gonna use that to blend all that in. FYI, if you guys randomly see me singing or dancing in this video, I was watching Friends while I was recording. Using the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Blackest Black and the MAC 210 brush, I'm going to use that to make my wing liner. Of course, I should have done that before I took off the duct tape. It would have been much easier. However, it's still very easy, especially with that brush. I feel like it makes it so much easier. I then realized that with the gel liner, my liner wasn't popping enough. Like the color seemed a little dull, so then I went over it with a liquid gel liner because I wanted that shiny look that a liquid liner gives to a look. So I went for that and I just applied it over the gel liner that we had already done. Then taking the 2 plum shades from the Morphe times Kathleen Lights palette, I'm taking a smudger brush and smudging that under my eyes. Also taking a little pencil brush and taking those 2 orange colors and blending that under the eyes. Using the Maybelline Eye Studio in Blackest Black and using that same brush that we used to do our eyeliner, the MAC 210. I like to apply that onto the waterline, then setting it with a black shadow. Onto blush, using the Morphe N9N, sorry, and mixing the mauve and that more of a coral shade. I like to apply that onto the cheeks using the brush from Morphe E4. Now using this translucent powder from IT Cosmetics, I am going to carve out the cheeks and let that bake a little, just so that we could clean out that contour that we did. And then I am going to use Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Mascara. And I am brushing my eyelashes down just because my lashes are so curled up. I then had an explosion of eyelash glue, but what are we gonna do about it? That's okay. Using the same e.l.f. powder brush, I'm gonna wipe off that loose powder, and using the Maybelline mascara, I'm gonna apply that onto the lower lashes. I am now applying lashes. The lashes that I'm using are the Ardell Wispies. I personally love these. They look natural, and I'm telling you, lashes just complete the look. Now moving on to the lips, I like to prime my lips using that same L'Oreal facial oil that we used. It just makes everything apply so smooth. Using the NYX lip liner in the color Natural, I am going to line my lips, also filling them in as well. Now using the Milani lipstick in Dulce Caramelo, I am going to apply that all over the lips, and I'm going to go over it with a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade I Am Nude, just to lighten up the lips. I also like to go over my lips with the Lancome lip gloss in the shade 350. I love this lip gloss. I wear it literally every day. It's just the best. And I'm gonna go over my brows with the Anastasia Clear Gel. This is literally, like everyone says, Gorilla Glue to the brows. If you guys enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe. I am personally gonna start posting videos every week now. Hopefully you guys can give me some ideas on what you guys would like to see next, and thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Oh, and you cannot ever leave the house without setting your face. I am using the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Again, thank you so much for watching, and have a great night.